Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 2 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now, more Greenville businesses are starting to close up shop. This has again been a trend that has occurred since really construction began. Now, next time you head to downtown Greenville, don't be surprised if some of your go-to spots are gone. The Black and Kraken has already closed and King's Deli is shutting down coming up tomorrow. King's Deli owner told WITN that while ongoing construction has been a factor and made it hard for customers to reach their doors, it's not the main reason for closing. Downtown Greenville Partnership Executive Director Troy Dreyfus agrees that the construction likely played a role in many of those closures, but other factors go into it. He says this is just part of the downtown area's ongoing transition. Now, according to Dreyfus, he said, quote, "There's a lot of good things happening, but like I said, I hate to see things close. But I also know on the horizon there's a lot of good things ready to happen," end quote. Now, Dreyfus says downtown Greenville is far from finished as the build project continues. The build project first broke ground in August of 2023 as section by section, crews have worked on improving sidewalks, streets, and more. The project is expected to finish up this summer. I also want to bring to your attention a fire that happened last night in Duplin County at a ministry shop. Now, again, around 10 p.m. last night, first responders went to Potter's Wheel Ministries at 147 Faith Lane after reports of a fire. Now, the fire was in and around the facility's pallet shop where wooden pallets are constructed and stored. Responders say that when they first arrived, the building was fully engulfed in flames, along with the majority of the pallets stored on site. According to firefighters, they battled the fire throughout the night and were able to get the fire under control at around 5 a.m. earlier this morning. Now, some of the 14 fire departments from 2 counties were brought in to battle the fire. Due to the large amount of combustibles involved, people should expect to see smoke in the area for the next several days. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. And now I want to turn our attention to your weather forecast, where again, fire is a big concern, not just with regards to the story I just brought you out of Duplin County, but also the Black Swamp Fire around the Croatan National Forest, well, in the Croatan National Forest, but near the Maysville area. Now, again, this is our smoke tracker, and again, in Duplin County, you can see a little plume of smoke rising up just to the north of the V in Kenansville. But again, the larger plume of smoke right now emanating out of the southern portion of Jones County and southern Craven County, extending over New Bern, heading towards Aurora and over, obviously, Pamlico County as well. Now, over the next few days, we'll continue to see this plume put out quite a bit of smoke as winds are expected to increase as we head from today into tomorrow. Now, winds currently are blowing in at generally 6 to 12 miles an hour for many inland areas. Certainly a stronger breeze is present along the coast. 14-mile-an-hour sustained wind in Beaufort, 17-mile-an-hour sustained wind in Manio. Compare that to, again, more inland areas right now. New Bern, 6-mile-per-hour sustained wind, 12 in Jacksonville. We'll say Maysville is kind of in the middle there. We'll give it around 8-mile-per-hour breeze, roughly, maybe 9 there, for those of you watching around the Maysville area. But again, wind out of the south is not only bringing in more heat, but more humidity. Dew points have come up. Yesterday, they were reading in the 30s and the 40s. And now we're in the 40s and the 50s, seeing a steady rise that has pushed dew points around 10 to up to around 18 degrees warmer than where we were 24 hours ago. This rise in humidity, again, will help limit that fire spread. But again, as I've mentioned before, you don't want the air to get too humid because then it becomes more difficult for the firefighters to work under those conditions, getting dehydrated at a faster rate just due to the increased sweat. Now, as far as current air temperatures go, most of us are sitting in the mid to upper 70s. A few of us in the low 80s. We've got 80 degrees right now in Williamston as well as Jacksonville. We're close to 80 degrees for several areas. We got 79 in Kenansville, Kinston, New Bern, Washington, Greenville, Goldsboro, as well as Rocky Mount. 78 right now in Plymouth, Edenton, and Swan Quarter. 77 in Roanoke Rapids, Ahoskie, Elizabeth City. and Stumpy Point. Cooler temperatures along the coast, 73 in Manio, 74 in Hatteras, 75 in Beaufort. But let's talk about the potential for maybe a few incoming clouds tomorrow. Not much, but you will notice a little bit more cloud cover throughout the day tomorrow, with a chance of maybe a few isolated spot showers and maybe a stray storm tomorrow afternoon to tomorrow evening. I think we'll kind of be on the receiving end of a lot of the dying storms, nothing that's really holding together all that well. So we could pick up maybe a few drops, but nothing, of course, that's really going to swing the tide in terms of fighting the fire in the Croatan National Forest, or any fires, again, that are ongoing right now. We're going to need a little bit more of a stronger system, just to be frank, to get those fires under control without the help, obviously, of firefighters. And we may get some of those heavy, widespread rains coming in later on this week, specifically Friday night into Saturday. That frontal boundary you're seeing from Illinois extending all the way down pretty much right on the eastern side of the Mississippi River. That cold front is expected to bring down not only rain showers throughout eastern North Carolina, but a pretty good shot at some thunderstorms as well. Let's stretch it out over your 8-day forecast. And you'll note Friday evening into Saturday morning, we are anticipating some thunderstorms. Now, timing is still a bit muddy right now. Nothing is we're seeing kind of time jump from a Friday afternoon arrival to a Saturday afternoon arrival. So right now there is certainly still some questions in regard to timing with the forecast, but I would certainly anticipate showers and thunderstorms mixed in at times coming up Friday evening through Saturday morning. Air temperatures, though, because of the longer time period that those rain showers will be coming down, the drop in air temperatures won't be quite as extreme, going from 86 degrees on Friday, 80 degrees on Saturday, to 74 on Sunday. With, again, more of a stretched out pattern that will do us more favors. It will limit our severe weather exposure. It will also lead to prolonged rain showers, which will help the soil really soak up as much of that rain as possible. And then obviously we'll hang on to a little bit of heat for a little bit longer. Overall, next week is looking sunny, dry, and starting out cool. Will likely end up humid by the time we reach the following weekend. Now, that's all we have time for today's 2 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful Tuesday.